having a lab result of potassium of 1.6, if it is, because we know the normal potassium is 3.5 to 5.5 milliequivalents. So if you see the lab value as 1.6, you cannot exactly write as 1.6. What you can code is like potassium low, like that you can code, but you cannot code the exact numerical values. And then severity descriptors like mild, moderate, severe anemia, like that you cannot code. And it is not an equipment device diagnostic product dictionary like vaccines and devices. This cannot be coded using medra. Those things has to be coded with drug dictionary. This is pretty much important. You should know about it. You need not want to know everything, like you need not want to memorize, but you just go through it so that you will be able to understand that what you can code and what you cannot code, so that you will not make any mistakes while coding. Next, coming to the important part of this slide, that is the hierarchical structure of medra. So what does this mean is like whatever the subject is given in verbatim in your day in and day out of your daily PV job, you will be coding all the events. Okay, event may be an adverse event or serious adverse event, whatever it may be, you are just going to code it with the help of medra tool. How you are going to code it is, there will be an event tab in Argus. There you will be just writing the verbatim, and you are just going to click near that medra dictionary. So it will just take it you to the LLT, PT, HLT, HLGT, and SOC. So you need not want to worry about it. Again, it will be taken in your Argus class. How this medra coding is done. There you can see lively that how this is done. But for understanding purpose, you try to understand like there is a hierarchical structure of medra. When you code it to the LLT, it will be LLT is lowest level term. When you code this to LLT, it will be grouped to preferred term, and which will be grouped to high level term, and which will be grouped to high level group term, and finally it will be grouped to system organ class. See, this slide is little bit outdated. Now there is a latest version of medra that has been released on March. There they have incorporated around 89,774 LLTs. Okay, and that will be changing every time because new things are happening, and those subject matter experts in MSSO are trying to make this data entry in an efficient and concise way. So whatever they are receiving, they are just trying to update it. I'll explain you with an example so that you will be able to understand what does this hierarchical structure mean. So this is what I was trying to say. Suppose if a subject who is enrolled in a clinical trial have taken your drug and he says that I have pain in chest. If you just write those verbatim, it will map you to this lowest level term of heart attack. And this heart attack will be grouped to the preferred term of myocardial infarction. And this myocardial infarction will be grouped to ischemic coronary artery disorders, which will be further grouped to high level group term of coronary artery disorders, which will further be grouped to the system organ class of cardiac disorders. So this is the internal thing that is embedded in the Argus, so that once you just do your data entry by typing the verbatim, it will take you to the lowest level term, and it will be grouped in such a way that it goes to system organ class of cardiac disorders. So why this tool is embedded in such a way in Argus is, suppose when we are doing analysis and retrieval of data at later part, we are not going to analyze each case by case basis. Sometimes we will do, but we can able to club our drugs adverse effect based on system organ class or high level group term or based on PTs, so that at later point we can make some data driven decisions based on the data what we have with us.